Hi guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today's video is 3 projects for St. Paddy's Day. If you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. You may remember these little guys that I got on my last Dollar Tree haul. I just absolutely adore their little faces, and they're actually a decent size. I mean, they're bigger than my hand. And as much as I think they're really cute, I'm definitely not going to leave them as gnomes. So I'm getting out tons of paint. Well, I got out a whole lot of paints. I got out several shades of green. And there's metallic green and glitter green in there too. Not sure if I'm going to use that. Black and white, always used for the eyes. I've got gold because they've got little buckles. Flesh color. Some of these are entirely too pale, so I'm going to give them a different shade. And then I've got nutmeg brown, metallic copper. And I love these for the hair. I've got a bunch of paintbrushes, a styrofoam plate, some toothpicks, and some blush. And, of course, water to clean the brushes with, and paper towels. And I'm not really sure which ones I'm going to do which color. I'm probably going to leave this hat the green and just play with the rest of it. You can see the difference in the face color just from putting one coat of paint on this little guy. This actually looks a little yellow. And besides that, I know that by painting it, I'm going to be able to seal it in, and eventually I can use this outside if I want. So I'm going to get done painting the rest. I just wanted to show you that. Well, I got all the facial hair and the hair and eyebrows all painted with the nutmeg brown. And it's amazing. You don't realize how badly a paint job is until you start touching it up. But anyway, I've got this copper color metallic paint. And just a little tiny bit on the paintbrush, and I'm just lightly going over all the raised areas. And for the things that I have painted in the past, I have always found that this makes it look like red hair. Okay, after I got the copper on all the beards and the hair, I started working on the eyes. And what I did was I filled it in with white using a detail brush. Then I gave it, using a detail brush again, the dark irises. And then with a toothpick, I put the white directional lines in and pulled up a little bit of an eyelash. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is start in on green. And I'm going to use one shade of green on all 3. Like this one, I think he's going to be the center. So he's going to have the main color on his hat. And then we'll have a shirt and pants on the other ones. Okay, I put the shamrock green on his little hat, his little shirt, and his little pants. And now I'm going to choose another shade of green, and I'm going to put it on a hat, a shirt, and a pair of pants. And when I'm done doing this, it'll look like it's a set. Well, we've got them all pretty much painted. And you can see that I've repeated colors in each. So they do look like a set. I mean, all the colors are in all of the little leprechauns, so yeah, they all go together. The only thing that I still have to do is paint their little lips pink. And for that I've got Valentine pink. And this can be intense depending on how many coats you put on. I'm just going to do one coat, hopefully. Oh yeah, that's not too intense at all. And then for the cheeks. Now this is something that I learned how to do way back when I was doing ceramics. And this actually gives a better look than paint. And I'm not going to do this one yet because it's still wet. But just going to gently and that little teeny tiny bit of blush really makes that skin pop. Okay, I'm going to finish up the lips. I still have to sign the bottoms. I'll do that after the whole thing is just about done. And then tomorrow, if the weather holds up, I'm going to take this outside and give it a good coat of clear glaze to seal all the paint in. And that way, if I want to use it outside, I can. And I took them outside and among snow flurries, put on a really good coat all the way around. I did change the belt buckles to gold because leprechauns have pots of gold, not silver. So I would say that they are completely done. Now that I have them, well, what do I do with them? Okay, I've got a terracotta pot here. I've already base coated it. I do them almost as soon as they come into the house. This one is just about 3.5 inches wide. So there's 2 coats of white on this, and I'm going to be giving it probably 2, maybe 3 coats of this new shamrock. And this is by far my favorite shade of green for St. Patrick's Day. So after I get the 2 coats of paint on that, I've got some of my black ribbon. Not quite sure what size I'm going to use yet. And I got out my bag of bling. And I've been collecting these at, usually at Walmart, sometimes at Joann's. But whenever I see something that's a little bit different, I pick it up. Well, I've got these little buckles. So I'm going to be using those. And not sure what else is going to go on there, but this is a good start. Okay, I got the 2 coats of green on there. It covered very nicely after I got 2 coats on. And I decided this ribbon, although it's a little bit too wide, it's better to have this a little wider than not wide enough. So I'm just going to lace some of this ribbon through here. Ooh, pretty. Of course, you know me, I love my bling. And I'm going to be hot gluing this to go around. And then I got some of the garland that I had gotten at the Dollar Tree. And this is a Dollar Tree Baby Breath. And I've got some actual baby breath. So I'm trying to decide what all I want in here, but we're going to get this done first. Okay, the first thing I did was I cut some pieces of the garland, and I took off, oh, I don't know, 3 inches of the shamrocks, and I'm just going to wrap this around my finger. And I've done that with 5 of these. And they kind of give a little corkscrew look to it. But the nice thing is, it gives it movement. I'm going to feed that down the top. And now this baby breath, I've got 3 of these. If I need more, I'll do more. But these are the Dollar Tree baby breath. And I do like having these on hand because they're so tiny. Get a little tight there. Okay, and like I said, I've got regular baby breath. And I'm just going to cut that and tuck that down in. And you can see I don't even need foam or any of that because this little hole is tight enough where it's going to hold things in place. And that's done. And that makes a nice little accent piece. It can go on a table, it can go on a bookcase. It can go anywhere that you're decorating. You can add things to it, which I'm going to do eventually. Okay, I've got the little Irish cauldrons that I got at the Dollar Tree. And I've got some of these little fillers. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fit these in or not. I'm taking a little bit of saran wrap, plastic wrap, whatever, and putting it down in the bottom so I don't need to use as much. Because I basically just want it to look gold. Like it's a pot of gold. And as all styrofoam, it wants to run away. Okay, so I've got some of the gold balls in there, and I don't know if this is going to fit or not, but I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, I think maybe just one in the back. And it's going to give it that bright, shiny gold look. Yeah, I kind of like that. I really wish that buckle would have come in gold, but it didn't. Okay, now I'm going to put everything together. I think this is going to look absolutely adorable on the shelf in my living room. Yeah, I like that. You know, they were very easy projects to put together, and all it took was a little imagination, a little patience. So if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and happy creating, everyone.